You're going to have to prove it. It's some dude, Push Up In You Go. He got a page. Push Up In You Go. You'll see. You can't call black men pedophiles. I am so against pedophiles. I don't care what happens to a pedophile. But I know that you guys are riding the wave to call me a pedophile because y'all are trying to get me assassinated. Because what good is a pedophile in any society? What is a pedophile in any society? Did you know the state of California is the biggest pedophile I know? What they do to mutilate here, but that's not the hot topic by...
Cory Holcomb is now responding to the PDF claims that Poetik Flakko put out there about him. Now, this it gets complicated because Cory says some very, very alarming things. And he was saying that it was just jokes. In my opinion, in my mind, I don't know who comes up with those kind of jokes. And why would that even be funny when you insinuating a 5-year-old sucking on a bottle and all kinds of stuff and make that a reference to her doing some grown-up stuff? That was kind of weird. But Poetik Flakko came out and he was, he put the PDF. He didn't call him that, but he was just saying like, yo, like, that's kind of weird. Now, where we come from, when you accuse somebody of that, you gotta be able to prove it. You gotta have proof because in the court of public opinion, man, somebody can lose their life for something like that. But Cory ain't making no better with that kind of stuff that he was talking. That crap he was talking, like, let's first look at what Poetik Flakko actually said.
Cory Holcomb's career might be over after these new allegations. They are accusing Cory Holcomb of being a PDF, and the receipts are going mega viral and gaining a lot of steam. It feels like the more these receipts go viral, Cory Holcomb's career might be over, bro. The ending may be near. And the worst part about it all, this damage is self-inflicted. They're just using Cory's own admissions against him. I don't know what Cory was thinking coming on the podcast and admitting to certain things he admitted to, but now the world is watching.
Now, he's saying that, he's going to get a lawsuit and he's going to sue Poetik Flakko. And I don't know if he's going to have much to be able to sue because Poetik Flakko put the PDF. He didn't call him the actual term. But the thing is, I saw the video when you said that kid X is the best X. You said that on video. Right? Like, it's just get real weird. Now, people say, yo, these clips are chopped and up and all kinds of stuff. But it's just certain things that you say that's, like, real weird. Right? And if y'all don't believe me, let's look at this part.
This past weekend, I saw this little girl. She had a Welch's grape juice bottle in her mouth. And she was about 5. She had the whole bottle, as far as it'll go, just sucking on it, walking with her mama. Somebody said, get that out her mouth. When they took it out her mouth, that baby said, You know when she stopped crying? When a man picked her up and put her in her lap and started bouncing with it. Then she stopped crying and was looking like this. I said, that's a little growing right there. And everybody will say, Cory, what are you talking about? Cory, you crazy. Get the out of here. This little girl was in her bliss with her mouth wide open. She was just, it had the cap on it and everything. They took it out of her mouth. Then a man picked her up and started shaking her on his knee. And she was like, I said, that's a little, it's just Cory Holcomb crazy. I almost want to go back and ask about that little girl and do a documentary on her life. So one day I can show I know what I'm talking about. But in this society, I'm a bad guy. That ain't nothing no little girl do unless she has the urge to do things like that. She has the urge to be satisfied. But ain't nobody gonna peep it. Cory bad. Cory bad. Everybody, Cory, did you hear what Cory said? The little girl took the bottle out of her mouth and he said she gonna be a yes. And if it was more men in the house, the little daughters wouldn't be walking around with things preparing their jaw for hustle. Her jaw is being prepared for hustle. And this was a little girl.
Her teeth aren't.
Baby Goobler. I like that.
So I'm trying to find out where's the comedy at in this? I'm somebody gotta help me out. Those of y'all that like to come in my comment section and say that I'm clout chasing, I really need you to tell me where's the comedy at in this. Like, I'm confused. What's the punchline? Where are we going with this? What was this about? You're talking about a 5-year-old, and when a man picked her up and set her on the lap and started bouncing her, you attribute that to her being a garden tool? What? Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. So now he's upset because, Poetik Flakko, called you a PDF. And now you want to sue. You want to go into the courtroom because you feel like guys is coming after your career. They're trying to bring you down. So now you talking like this.
I don't know what they got planned for me, but I'm not about to stop doing what I do. To all my people that's been free 16 plus years, you know what I'm saying? When you doing the Lord's work, the devil gonna come at you hard. Ain't nothing you can do about it, but trust that righteousness and truth will show itself in the end, which I'm gonna explain a little bit, because we ain't finna spend the whole show. We do a internet show where we talk, laugh. Everybody, it's called a media firestorm. My voice, I'm shocked. I didn't know. My voice got so powerful that the media, not bloggers, not fat girls with YouTubes, not busters who buy cigarettes 1, 2, 3 at a time. We ain't worried about them. They weren't never the problem. What it is, we have mass media trying to shut down the voice of Cory Holcomb in the 5150 show. And of course, the bloggers who are envious of what we do are going to join in. Ever since TMZ has gave a one-sided version of what happened, it then got to the point where even a man like me, who I don't walk around living in fear, but I fear for my life now because I see what has been said about me, and they are desperate to bring me down because the word has been thrown in the mix. And let me tell you something. This is deep. I have never been accused of being a. I have never had charges of being a. This is something that's coming from the mass media, TMZ. Ever since they said what they said, they trying to get at me for real. Let me tell you something what they do, because they did this to Michael Jackson. They did this to Martin Luther King. They did this to Malcolm X. They did this to so many people. When they ready to come get you, they assassinate your character so people don't look at you as a human being. They look at you as a villain. So they're using mass media now to come holler at your boy. This isn't little weak bloggers. Little weak bloggers have been talking crazy about me ever since I've been on air. But TMZ took a one-sided story of a woman who's addicted to drugs and quite dangerous. They showed a video recently where me and this woman got into it, and I can't hold back anymore. Listen, this woman was stalking me for a long time, and it was proven in court. And on top of that, I told people that this woman is a troublemaker and she sells drugs. TMZ knows that I have a restraining order against this woman and her boyfriend. So I've never heard of a woman getting hit or punched, whatever you want to say, and I get a restraining order against her. The story is not being told the right way. Now they have something online, once again, about this thing, and it's going too far. So my lawyer said, you don't even have to really talk about that for real, but just make sure everybody knows this. I'm never been accused before in my life of being. I despise anybody who would do anything physically. I think it's a person who sexually abuses children. Am I right with that? That's what a pet is, right? You know, I ain't living like that, and I've never lived like that. But I understand the media firestorm that's happening to Cory Holcomb because, these people know I have evidence against them that's going to bring them down, so they have to destroy my credibility first. They have to destroy my credibility like I'm a villain. But I want to say to TMZ, who I know is watching, I've already given the evidence to my lawyer and a few other people, so it's out of my hands. So if you guys want want to come at me, there's nothing I can do. You know the case is coming. You know the case is coming. Sean Hawley, TMZ, and of course the drug addict woman. I mean, she has nothing to lose, so she'll do whatever you guys want her to do. She'll say whatever you guys want her to say. But my day in court is coming, and I don't even have time for court because I live a glorious life. I work and perform. It's just my voice got too powerful for some powerful people, and they're sending this media firestorm at me, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I showed everything I need to show because they said this is an innocent woman. This woman, since I had the incident with her, she stabbed a man. So all you guys who don't know what you're talking about is predictable because you have feeble minds. All right, you're gonna have to prove it. It's some dude, push up in you. He got a page. Push up in you, go. You'll see. You can't call black men. I am so against. I don't care what happens to it, but I know that you guys are riding the wave to call because y'all trying to get me assassinated. Because what good is out in any society? What is out in any society? Did you know the state of California is the biggest? I know what they do to mutilate here, but that's not the hot topic by TMZ. This man, Harvey Levins, who is got Epstein files drama, who has had people following me at the airport, who has had all this stuff done, when the drug addict girl got out of court, they had cameras there to try to create this story, all done to stop the voice of Cory Holcomb. But I'm just saying, Cory Holcomb been out here a long time and has been an upstanding member of society. So, you know, you guys did what you did to me. You did what you did to me. Like you did Michael Jackson, like you did Martin Luther King, like you did a lot of people like me who speak up for my people, because my people don't even know what's happening. They're just going off what they see with the quick things on the internet.
First of all, you're not Michael Jackson. You're not Martin Luther King. You're not none of that. You're not none of those people. I watched the video and I heard what you said about your the joke that you was making about your brother's daughter. Like, dude. The thing is, sometimes, man, you like. I went over comedians, right? We went over Martin Lawrence, Jamie Foxx, Bernie Mac, Richard Pryor, just so many of them, man. Eddie Murphy. We went down the line, and I've never heard any of these talented comedians of the past ever make jokes like that. They never made a joke about a 5-year-old with a bottle and a man is sitting on a man's lap, or they never made jokes about their brother's niece. And like, no, that's you, bro. So now when people start to say, yo, you know, I've never heard these guys got real talent and they can get on there and move the crowd with their jokes. They don't have to stoop low below the trash truck juice, right, to come out with this kind of foolishness. And then when you get pushback for it, now you act like you a victim and you don't understand. Nah, you a black dude from Chicago. You know that's a no-no. So you mean to tell me you could be chilling on the south side, blowing some trees with the homies, and you go say that joke with the homies? You know you can't say that joke with the homies. That's how I know you a buster, man, because you lack accountability. You know you can't say that on the south side with the homies. You know darn well you can't make no joke like that with about a 5-year-old. Dudes look at you like you crazy. So now when dudes holding you accountable, you act like you don't understand. Man, miss me with that, man. Let me know what you guys think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.